Greetings fam, today we're checking out the Dell Inspiron 15. And if you're after a laptop that balances power, storage, and everyday flexibility, whether for study, work, or multitasking, go ahead and hit that link in the bio, because I spent time digging into its specs, real user reports, and what this machine really offers in 2025. First off, the 15.6 Full HD touchscreen display is a big strength. The FHD panel with touch support makes navigation and productivity easier, whether you're scrolling documents, annotating PDFs, browsing, or organizing files. That added interactivity is especially useful for students, office work, or creative tasks that involve frequent clicks, edits, or touch input. Sources that list similar Inspiron 15 models highlight the touchscreen as a solid feature for versatile daily use. Under the hood, this Inspiron packs serious hardware potential. The 10-core Intel Core i5, in many versions, is capable of smooth multitasking, handling office workloads, multiple browser tabs, streaming, and more without much lag. And if you go for a configuration with 64GB RAM and large SSD plus SD storage, as some sellers list, the system becomes more than capable of handling heavier workloads, from large document libraries to running many apps at once. That much RAM gives plenty of headroom for demanding multitasking, and large storage helps if you keep many big files locally. From a productivity standpoint, this configuration is especially useful for students working on heavy assignment loads, data-heavy coursework, multiple virtual machines, or office users juggling spreadsheets, presentations, and multitasking. Having abundant RAM and storage reduces slowdowns and gives future-proofing. Reviewers note that Inspiron 15's upgrade potential, RAM, SSD, and balanced specs make it a good, value plus capacity, pick for many users. On convenience and build features, Inspiron 15 tends to remain reasonably light, for a 15.6 laptop, portable enough for students or frequent movers. The mix of ports, Windows 11 Pro out-of-box, in many listings, and the touchscreen add to its appeal for office, remote work, or academic use. But, let's keep it real, there are trade-offs. Because this laptop relies on integrated graphics, unless a discrete GPU is added, it's not ideal for heavy gaming, 3D rendering, or intensive video editing. Also, some user feedback and discussion suggest caution. When RAM or storage are heavily upgraded to 64GB, 2.5 terabytes, these may be aftermarket modifications rather than factory configured by Dell, which can affect warranty, support, or long-term reliability. As one user put it on Reddit, aftermarket upgrades, generic parts, and don't expect Dell tech support to bail you out if something goes wrong. Another common complaint among some owners is battery life. Under heavy multitasking or long work sessions, battery tends to drain faster, especially if many applications run simultaneously. So, is this Inspiron 15 worth buying? If you're a student, content creator, office worker, or someone whose daily workflow involves many apps, files, multitasking, browsing, and touch-based tasks, yes, this laptop can be a very smart choice. It blends strong hardware potential with a flexible touchscreen, large RAM, storage headroom, and enough performance to stay relevant for several years. However, if you need a laptop for heavy graphics work, gaming, video editing, or you want brand-backed support for all hardware components, especially upgrades, you should be aware of the limitations and consider alternatives, or make sure you know exactly which parts are genuine and covered.